driver, is this the bane of your golfing existence? Does it strike fear into you when you get on the tee? Do you hit shots like this with your driver? Oh, hard left. Yeah, so if you do, you might want to get rid of your driver, and I've done a few videos on this now, but I think I have got just the thing. The mini driver from Taylormade, the new burner copper. Obviously, I think it's very good, and I don't get shots like that. So what you're going to see in this video is now all the data and all the numbers, because I've done outdoors testing. Now I'm going to get all the numbers. I'm going to test it in its standard setting. So 11.5 degree this one, the lightweight at the front and the heavyweight at the back. I'm going to test it like that off a tee. I'm going to test it off the deck, and then I'm going to have a bit of fun, and I'm going to crank it down to 9.5, and I'm going to switch the weights round and see what I can get out of it and see what the consistency is like. And I'm going to compare it to driver, because for me, when my drives are good, they're great, but too often I will get shots, maybe not as extreme as that, I was doing those on purpose, but I get shots like that and it ruins my round, and probably a lot of you watching this will get the same. So I just want to see, what's the dispersion like on this? Is it worth laying out the £350? What are the numbers like? And is it going to really help you lower your scores from maybe down from 90 into the 80s, or if you're in the 80s, maybe even down into the 70s? Who's it for? Who's it not for? I've just got the standard shaft, so let's get straight into it. I'm going to hit a few drives first. I'm going to clear those ones off, hit a few drives I'm trying to hit okay, and we'll see what the distance and dispersion is like compared to this amazing club. Don't forget, if you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. It will really be massively appreciated and really help me out growing this channel. Okay, so driver, see how this performs. Usually a bit sketchy. Got to make sure we drop that head in front of the hands, so we square it up a bit more. Strong grip, all that good stuff. Oh, that was horrible. Oh. Bad. That's a bit more like it after a stretch there. Oh yes, there we go. So that's what I mean. That's a good one for me. How far's that gone? 319. That's decent. This is 8 degree loft, by the way. Paradigm triple diamond. Get a couple more. Not bad. The irony, hitting it all right today, driver. Yeah, there we go. There we go, that's mega left. Drop kick that. That one's gone. That's in someone's garden. Not gone very far. Hardly any spin. And then I'll show you one more. So all of those driver swings, I'd say, is kind of me swinging within myself. I'm probably swinging only like 110, 111, 112, something like that. But I haven't really warmed up, so I'll try and really smash one, get going through it, and then you'll see how destructive my driver can be. That's horrible. High, cutting, it's actually not too far offline, but average, isn't it? Okay, so that's my driver, and actually that was I'd say a goodish day for me on my driver. Like my head cover. Okay, so Taylormade burner mini driver copper, standard shaft. It's a stiff shaft, still got label on, and yeah, lightweight in the front, heavyweight in the back. Let's see what this now does. Okay, so that was a really poor strike. It's gone a little bit right, it's really out the heel, but it's still gone 254 and it's not too far right. Do a few more. Yep, out the middle. That's quite a nice swing. A little bit right. I'm working on not hitting it left, so I don't mind that. Nice amount of spin. That's all right. Yep, not bad. Look, that's gone 270, hasn't it? Let's get one more. That's pretty good as well. Oh, yeah, they're all right, aren't they? Oh, I smoked that one. Right, let's off the deck then. I'll tell you what, that's pretty good. Do I need to hit any more? It's definitely low spin is what I'd say. It's low spin. Bad either. A little bit more right. Still fairway though. Still green if you're going for the green, I guess, just maybe right edge. I like that. Only a little bit right. I would take that every day. So let's now, bit of fun. Let's crank it all the way down to 9.5, switch the weights round and see what it's like then. Oh, it's not too right. Go on. Oh, 311. Straight off the deck. Straight off the bat. What am I on about? Oh, nope. Ugh. I mean, it's a fairway finder, but that was just a drop kick. That was pretty out the middle, just leaking a bit right with a slightly open face. There we go. 300. It definitely has got 300 in it. I'm going to go for one big mega fast to finish on this. But we can finish with that one. That was lovely. There we go. Austin 316 for wrestling fans out there. Check that one out. Low spinner. What a ripper. What a ripper. What can we see? What does this tell us? Well, I wasn't swinging brilliantly today. Again, just for a change. Whenever I come in here, I never swing brilliantly. It's really frustrating. Anyway, so driver, you could see it was very hit and miss for me. We can see that actually it didn't even go the longest. Like the longest one was the longest, but only by a few yards. The spin rate was really low. That's partly me because I'm not swinging great, and I had it set 8-degree loft with the weight at the front. There was quite a lot of variation when I had the face open. It was going everywhere, but on average I was hitting it a bit left, 286 yards. Ball speed was, yeah, again inconsistent because I was slapping it all over the place. Launch was okay, so fine, whatever. Driver is a danger for me. I'm still working on it, and this is why I'm experimenting with a mini driver. The crazy thing, you can see, knocking it down to 9.5, I started swinging at it a bit better. Spin rate was all right, again, a bit of variation because I'm not swinging brilliant at the minute, but the launch was still there. The launch was good. The ball speed was up, getting really good ball speed out of it. It's carrying 275 on average and rolling out to nearly 300, and as you saw, I actually had some that went way over 300 yards, so that was decent. I quite liked that setting. In fact, I found it no harder to hit than the other settings. I was hitting it off the deck. The deck was actually nice. I was obviously altering my strike and hitting down it a bit more, so getting a bit more spin, and it was carrying out there around 250, sometimes further than that, and it was going pretty straight, pretty consistent. So I quite liked that. It definitely wasn't going left, which is what I'm fighting. Standard one was super accurate. Look at the line there. Look at the dispersion. Dispersion off the deck was great, a little bit right but very tight. The red one was arguably the tightest dispersion off the tee, and the shot shape was very consistent too. And that's kind of the story for me. I can swing erratic. I'm a week or two out of a lesson, so I'm starting to drift off and not be in such control of it. And for me, I think it's a winner. I'm still going to work on the driver, but these numbers show me that, yeah, when I'm wild, I'm going to be wild of anything. But this is much more forgiving. It's got all the usual tech in there. It's got the speed pocket. It's got the twist face. You can Google all of the technology and have a look at it. It's got that kind of K-sole design there, and it's got the weights that are interchangeable. It's got the usual loft sleeve. So it's really versatile. Obviously, you can change the shaft up, which I generally will do with these sorts of clubs. But it just feels so nice off the face, and it's, for me, when I look down at it, it is the perfect size. It just gives me a bit more confidence than a normal 3-wood off the deck, and off the tee. I'm not looking at it like a driver. I'm not setting up like a driver, and I feel more confident with it because I know on that dispersion where it's going to go generally. So I'm going to keep it in the bag, leave driver out, I think, unless I'm playing on a really open course. So I highly recommend this. So let me know in the comments, have you tried one? Are you going to try one? What do you think of them? Is there a place for mini drivers? This isn't for everyone. If you hit really badly, if you're a beginner, it's not going to do any favours. But if you're someone like me who is quite inconsistent, I wish I was consistent, quite inconsistent with driver, then it really kind of dials in your consistency and helps you. And you can see, in terms of distance, on an even day, I think it's probably just short of my driver, but today, when I'm hitting it all over the place, actually, it's longer than my driver, and it's more consistent. It's going to give me more confidence. It's going to lower my score. So I would recommend it for anyone in that bracket, really, that is just lacking confidence with driver. I find it much easier to hit that than I do a fairway wood off the deck. Just that larger, the face area, it really, really kind of enhances my confidence. So there we go, guys. If you like that video, as always, consider subscribing. There's lots of you that will be watching this that aren't. It will really, really help me out. I massively appreciate it and help push this channel further on. Consider dropping a like as well. Anyway, guys, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.